Historical significance of the sinking of the RMS Titanic, 1912. Hello, and welcome to this video in which I will very lightly gloss over the historical significance of the sinking of the RMS Titanic. I am your host, Zin, and be sure to give me your feedback in the comments below, as this is my first pseudo-video essay, and I want to make more content like this in the future. So a like and subscribe, whilst not completely compulsory, is completely optional and will help me out incredibly in the long term. Let's get straight into it. The Titanic's sinking symbolized the end of an era of boundless optimism and confidence in human ingenuity. This was said by Walter Lord, an American author, lawyer, copywriter, and popular historian known for his 1955 account of the sinking of the RMS Titanic. The sinking of the RMS Titanic in 1912 stands as one of the world's most tragic maritime disasters in history, capturing the imagination of people from around the world. This video essay aims to delve into the historical significance of the Titanic disaster, exploring the multifaceted impact it had on maritime regulations, safety standards, and public perception. With a particular focus on the aftermath of the sinking, we will investigate the sinking's role in shaping historical events and its influence on maritime practices. My keen interest in maritime history, specifically the stories of the RMS Titanic and her sister ships RMS Olympic and HMHS Britannic, motivated me to explore the historical significance of the Titanic disaster. The Titanic, once the world's largest vessel, tragically sank with 2,240 people on board, resulting in one of the highest losses of life at sea. This catastrophe prompted the establishment of the International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea, also known as SOLAS, in 1914, laying down crucial safety regulations for the construction, equipment, and operation of ships. Additionally, the Titanic disaster shed light on deficiencies in radio communication and distress signaling at sea, leading to subsequent amendments and the creation of communication regulations that significantly improved maritime safety. SOLAS sought to address various aspects of maritime safety, such as lifeboat requirements, navigation equipment, fire safety, and wireless communication. The regulations were designed to prevent or mitigate the impact of disasters at sea, learning from the lessons of the Titanic tragedy. Over the years, SOLAS has undertaken several amendments to adapt to evolving technologies and changing maritime needs, but its origins can directly be traced to the imperative created by the Titanic disaster. SOLAS 74 stands as one of the most significant international treaties concerning maritime safety. It was developed in response to a series of maritime disasters, including the Titanic in 1912, highlighting the pressing need for comprehensive safety regulations. SOLAS 74 expanded upon SOLAS' 1914's attempt at pressing the need for stricter requirements on aspects such as ship design, fire protection, life-saving appliances, navigation, communication equipment, and emergency procedures, amongst others. One of the key principles of SOLAS 1974 is the promotion of a safety culture within the maritime industry, emphasizing the responsibility of ship owners and governments to prioritize safety above all else. The convention is regularly updated through amendments to address emerging risks and technological advancements, reflecting the ongoing commitment of the international community to enhance maritime safety standards. The Senate investigation that followed the sinking shed light on some of the reasons behind the disaster. Notably, it mentions the lack of sufficient lifeboats as a chief reason for the enormous loss of life, aligning with broader discussions on maritime safety regulations. This information contributes to the broader narrative of how the Titanic disaster prompted regulatory changes and shaped future maritime practices. The sensationalism and urgency surrounding the sinking led to inaccurate reporting, exemplified by headlines such as the Daily Mail's claim on April 6, 1912, that, quote, "Titanic sunk, no lives lost." This shunned the world in confusion, with multiple newspapers such as the Washington Times and the New York Times all spreading conflicting stories. This inaccurate information, linked with the magnitude of the disaster and the lack of real-time updates, fueled confusion and anxiety. Additionally, the absence of a coordinated and reliable system for spreading accurate information, such as the internet, did not exist then, and as such, news was seen as unreliable or grossly exaggerated. According to the United States' National Archives, the highest percentage of victims were steerage or third cabin passengers. Beyond its impact on maritime safety, the Titanic sinking revealed stark social inequalities. The preferential treatment given to wealthy passengers during the evacuation showcased class distinctions, stirring public outcry and contributing to discussions about social justice. The Titanic carried passengers from various social classes, ranging from the wealthiest elite to immigrants seeking a better life in America, notably from Ireland. However, the disaster laid bare the disparities in treatment and access to resources based on socio-economic status. The ship's design allocated the most luxurious accommodations and lifeboat spaces to the wealthy first-class passengers, whilst those in steerage, or third class, faced cramped quarters and limited access to life-saving equipment. When the Titanic struck an iceberg and began to sink, the disparity in survival rates was striking. A disproportionate number of first-class passengers were rescued compared to those in steerage. These events, compared with modern social views, seems alien. However, the sinking provided the globe with some sense, and these issues were seen to in the formerly mentioned SOLAS meetings. Moreover, the sinking of the Titanic became a cultural touchstone. The story has inspired countless books, documentaries, and films, immortalizing the event in popular consciousness. The tragedy has woven its way into art, literature, and collective memory, serving as a caution about the fragility of human endeavors and the consequences of unchecked arrogance. The disaster prompted a surge in investigative journalism as reporters sought to uncover the causes and circumstances surrounding the sinking. Journalists delved into the ship's design flaws, the lack of lifeboats, the action of the crew, and the response of maritime authorities. This marked a shift towards a more in-depth and critical reporting on issues of public safety and accountability. One prominent journalist who became well known due to their coverage of the sinking of the RMS Titanic was Walter Lord. Lord wrote the best-selling book A Night to Remember, which, later adapted into a movie by director Roy Ward Baker, provides a detailed and gripping account of the Titanic disaster based on survivor interviews and other sources. His thorough research and compelling storytelling made the book a classic in maritime literature and cemented his reputation as a respected historian and author. The Titanic was the ship of dreams, conceived to be bigger, grander, and safer than any other. She was unsinkable, but the ship of dreams became a nightmare when she struck an iceberg on her maiden voyage and sank. This tragedy took more than lives. It took away the confidence that man could conquer the elements. This was a quote from that book, A Night to Remember. In conclusion, the sinking of the RMS Titanic in 1912 left an indelible mark on history, serving as a somber reminder of the consequences of human hubris and social inequalities. Walter Lord's poignant words captured the tragedy's impact, marking the end of an era charted by boundless optimism and confidence in human ingenuity. The Titanic disaster prompted significant change in maritime regulations, notably the establishment of SOLAS, which continues to shape maritime regulations today. Ultimately, the Titanic's tragic fate serves as a sobering reminder of the need of vigilance, accountability, and compassion in the pursuit of progress. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me on this journey through history as we explored the incredible story of the Titanic. I hope you found this video insightful and engaging. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Please! And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so you never miss out on any future videos. I'm just getting started on this adventure and I'd love for you to be a part of it. Remember, history isn't just about the past. It's about understanding where we come from to shape a better future. So, until next time, stay curious, stay passionate, and keep exploring the fascinating stories that make up our world. This is Zin, signing off. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.